Hi everyone. So I wanted to come to you today and record a short video just to tell you a little bit about how I save money for my family. Thank you for taking the time to come back to our channel and check out our video. So many of you know that I coupon. I'm not an extreme couponer, so no, I don't have 900 bottles of anything in my house. I have at times had 18 bottles of hot sauce, but we shall not mention that. What I do in my couponing is I really try to save my family money. It's how I'm able to maintain feeding my children on one income. I'm a single mom and I'm raising two children that live here at home. I also have two adult children and I'm teaching them also how to manage their money well. One of the things that the Lord actually dropped in my spirit about 5 years ago, because I was trying to figure out how to make my life work, and he mentioned coupons. I mean, I heard it extremely clearly. I cannot tell you that I had an idea from any other place. It was absolutely the Lord, and he said coupons. So I didn't really know how to do it. I just researched. I did everything I needed to do in order to become a beginning couponer. I did a lot of stuff wrong. But anyway, over the last 5 years, I've been able to save my family a lot of money. My grocery budget for the week is generally between $40 and $50, and that's to feed 3 people. I don't go over a max budget of $200 a month for groceries, but I do try to stick with $160 as a general rule. So this is what I do, and I just wanted to show you a little bit of my process. So I have only, in the 5 years that I've been doing coupons, bought one newspaper. How was that, you ask? I have friends who get the paper on a regular basis, and so what they do is they will give me their coupons out of the paper because they just don't use them. I actually sent out an email at work and I just said, hey, I'm a single mom, and if anybody gets the Sunday paper and don't need their coupons, if you don't mind, I'd love to have them. And every Monday morning I would go to work and there'd be a little plastic bag that was sitting outside of my classroom door with coupons in it, and that's been for about the last 5 years. I also do print coupons out. I print them from a specific coupon site, but this is just a little overview of how I do my coupons. So what I do is I will take the weekly circular, and a friend of mine actually gave me, this is Red Plum. I know my lighting is pretty poor right now. It's great light, but pretty poor. So this is the Red Plum circular, and then I had a Smart Source, I'm sure, but I had a Smart Source. So what I do when I have multiples of anything, like for this one, she actually gave me 3 circulars, so this week, and I pull the circulars apart, and I just match up. I match up all of, everything that is, let's see what this is. This is for sausage, so I just match up all 3 of these circulars. It's the same exact circular, 3 of them, and then what I do is I will put them together, and then I will put a staple into them. It's just like this, and then once I get everything stapled, all of the things that I'm going to use, so let me just say this, I do not use every coupon in the circular. I only staple and clip what I'm going to use, what I know my family uses. I do have a little bit of a stockpile, but again, it's only of things that I know we use. I probably have about 25 deodorants, and we're going to use that, toothpaste as well. But on food items, because food does go bad, and I do not have a chest freezer yet, so I don't do a lot of things that we don't need. So this week I've kind of clipped out, I've put together, and I'm going to clip out some of the meats, because meats are hard to come by sometimes. And I do like to get makeup. I do get makeup, so I did clip a couple of these together. So this is actually what it looks like. I have 3 of the same inserts, and this makes it a little bit easier for me to get it clipped out. A lot of people say they don't coupon because they don't have time. They say, well, I don't have 10, 20 hours a week. I do not spend 10 to 20 hours a week doing anything. What I do is I spend about 30 minutes. By the time I've checked my ads, I've checked the sales, I've lined up my coupons to print, the longest thing that takes me to do is to clip them all together. But once I clip them together, it's fairly simple to cut them out, and I'm only cutting out what I'm using. So this one right here is for some mascara. It's buy one get one free, and I clipped them. I clipped it, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm just going to cut out the coupons for the mascara. And because I've already paper clipped them together, or because I've already stapled them together, what I now have is 3 of the same coupon, and they're already clipped together, and this will go into my coupon notebook. So I don't have to worry about trying to clip one at a time. That really is where you take up all the time. So this is already done. I think I had 5 circulars today. They were different. So what I did was, and now everything else that I'm not going to use in here, because I don't do any of this Nice's sausage or anything like that. That's not something that we use here. Then I'm just going to take this and I'm going to discard that in my discard pile. So everything that I've needed to cut out, I've got some crackers for the kids. And I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to clip that out. And again, it's stapled at the top, so those are done. I'll take my scissors and I'll go straight up here. I did 2 staples on this one, and then I'm going to clip that straight apart. And again, they are stapled together because I've already stapled them previously. So that's 4 sets of coupons. I've got some, I always keep salad dressing because I can use Italian dressing as marinades, or I can use it just for salad. And this week at my local grocery store, salad dressing was on sale. I think it was buy one get one free, so it's about $1.50. And these coupons here are for $1.50. Oh, there's 75 cents. That will double to $1.50, and that will be a free item for us this week. So that's how I pretty much take care of those items. I do apologize again that the lighting is terrible. And then cereal, they've got some Chex cereal. So again, I staple that and I'm just going to clip that out. Now, most people ask me, do you meal plan? I do not do the traditional meal plan that most people do. What I do is I take inventory before I'm getting ready to cook, and I cook whatever's in my freezer. That's just how I work it out. But again, I don't purchase things that I'm not going to cook. And this coupon that I'm cutting out now is a little bit different for me. It's a coupon for a restaurant. I don't eat out a lot, knowing that sometimes it doesn't always fit into my budget. But this is a coupon for a specific amount off if we go to a certain restaurant. And so I am going to clip those because I go out with my sister sometimes. Then sometimes on Sundays after church, we will go out and eat. So I'm going to cut out the last of these, and I think I had maybe 4 or 5 of these, and just some facial tissues. I host a women's Bible study here, and sometimes you just have an emotion, and then the things that I don't use, I just toss them into my throwaway pile. This is what my printables look like, and it's hard to see. I do apologize again, it's very hard to see. I print them from the same place every week. It's a website called coupons.com, and I just go through and I start with the food and I click all of the foods that I'm going to use, and then I hit print. You can get 2 prints from each website on each computer because it does read your IP address, and I'm a rule follower. I don't copy coupons or anything like that. I just never have. The Lord's been gracious to us, and again, He allows people to send us coupons as we need them, and then He also allows me to be able to print what I need and clip that way. So I'm just extremely blessed with that. And what I will do is I will just go through, because I have several of these. Now these are not clipped ahead, but I'm not going to cut them fancy. I'm not going to cut them according to their lines. What I want to make sure I don't do is I don't want to cut off my date, my expiration date, but they don't have to be pretty because I am going to put them together after I'm done. And then I will stuff my coupon notebook, which I do have that into categories. I may do a video on that. If you're interested in a video on what my coupon notebook looks like, if you'll just leave me a comment and I'll try to get that done for you. So I've cut 3 sheets at a time because I don't want to cut any of my barcodes off. I have done that in the past. I've cut my barcodes off, not meaning to do so. And I'm going to take the next 3 pages. I think this time I was able to get 31 coupons, so I actually printed twice. So that was 62 coupons that I got in total. Now these coupons don't expire. Some don't expire until December. Some expire in a couple of weeks. And if I use them, I use them. If I don't, I don't. I do like to go ahead and get my coupons that I'm going to use from the computer printed, because if I don't, what's going to end up happening is it's going to roll off and then they will no longer be available. So I will print off what I can, and then I will put them in my notebook, and as I go through the grocery store, I will then make sure that if I have a coupon for that specific item that week, then I'll get it, and if I don't, I'll save it for another week. That just works for me. I know many other people do it differently, and however it works, I'm a big proponent of do what works for you and your family, because I think that's the only way we can be the best at who we are. I know somebody says, I'm trying to be great and people don't want me to be great. Well, listen, your greatness is however you make it. And this works for my family. So I have a few more sheets to cut, and then I'm going to start assembling. I'm going to start assembling what I have here. Normally, my children do not help with this. They do help me in the grocery store, and even as little as my 7-year-old is adept at doing coupons because they go with me every week to the store. I shop every single week. Now, I'm going to give a little disclaimer here. I'm not shopping anymore in the month of June. And the only reason is we had some unexpected expenses. We had 2 weddings that we had to attend. We actually attended one last week, and that was an out-of-state wedding. So we had some travel expenses that I didn't previous plan for. And then we have a wedding coming up this weekend that I didn't, and we will actually have to go out of town, and we're staying overnight. My best friend's getting married. So I took my coupon money that I had saved, my grocery money that I had saved, and I used that for gifts and travel and that kind of thing. So we have enough here that we don't need to buy any further groceries for this month. But luckily and fortunately for us, some of these coupons will keep until the next couple weeks, and so I'll do my budget again the end of June, and then I'll stuff my envelopes for groceries July 1st, and then we'll be back on groceries again for the next couple of weeks. And we'll be doing a little bit of traveling in July. This is the last of the coupons that I clipped that I'm going to have to cut out. Again, my process is very simple. I make it work for me. Whatever works for me works for me. And I don't have 25, 35 hours. It just doesn't, we should be at karate right now, but we've been out of town for the last couple of days. And so I just wanted to give us a time to rest. And my son's doing karate camp next week, so he'll be at camp every day for 8 hours. So if he doesn't get it all in then, it will be okay. So I have clipped now 62 coupons. It probably was a little less because I don't think that I got everything in that last batch. And then what I do is I'll take my stack of coupons, and this is what it looks like. This is my stack of coupons. It's about 55, 60 coupons. And what I'll do is I'll then play kind of like a memory game, and I will sort them all. And there's only 2 of each like item. So I'll just go through and figure out which like items I have. And because I cut them in pairs, if I have extra, then I will just go ahead and toss the extra pages in the trash can. But this is fairly simple. It doesn't take me an extremely long amount of time to do this. And normally this is now the time when I'll get the kids to come in and help me. And so what I'm doing is I'm just spreading out on my table the coupons, and now I'll try to find the matches. And once I find the matches, then I will begin and I'll just take my handy dandy stapler and I will staple them together, and those matches will go into my notebook. And in my notebook I have sections, so each section, and I know exactly what's in there. Most people say, how do you know what's in there? Because I use it all the time, so I know exactly what's in there. So here is a match. I just found a match for some lunch meat, I think it is. I don't know if you can see that really good. Probably not. I apologize. My lighting is really bad. Anyway, I found 2 coupons that are the same, and I'm going to put them together. and I am going to staple them, and this will now go into the stack of the ones that I had already previously cut. So that's my stack there, and that's what I will do until I find all of my matches and all of my mates, and it usually goes pretty quickly from here, and I will just continue to staple that way. So that's how I do it, and it works for me. Probably about 30 minutes altogether between the time of going to the website, clipping out, printing the coupons, cutting them out and clipping them together, and then stuffing them in my notebook. So if you have any questions, or if you want to see anything additional about how I do coupons, if you'll just leave me a comment down below, I would appreciate it. So thank you again for stopping by our channel and watching our video. If you would like it, and subscribe to our channel. Hey, listen, I would ask you to share this with some single moms you know. Trust me, I've been able to save thousands of dollars on groceries. I know what it's like trying to feed your kids, and this has worked for me. It's very simple. The process is so easy that anybody could do it. So again, like our video and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.